Welcome, fellow travelers. It's Mickey Gold. I am coming to you today to talk to you about the mass meditation that's going to go on tomorrow. It's going to be going on at 7:45 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you aren't on Pacific Standard Time, just go and find out what time that would be for you. And this meditation, I was like, yay, awesome. You can pray, you can meditate. And I thought, who the heck, wouldn't be down for this? Well, apparently there are people who are now putting out information that you should not be doing this meditation because somebody evil might take it over or whatever. I know there's a guided meditation that's going around, that's going to be on YouTube. However, you don't have to follow the guided meditation. We just would like I said, millions of people to be doing this meditation. They've had scientific studies where they've had people meditate and lower crime rates in areas, and people together can do anything. And right now, this is what we need. We need prayers, we need meditation, we need the positive. So don't be worried, don't be scared. Now, there's a lot of things going on, and I'm going to use the word conspiracy theory, but I don't like saying stuff like that because it sounds like I'm slurring people. And whatever your belief is, that's fine. Just at this moment, with the virus going around, there are so many people blaming people and things for this virus. And I'm not going to get into anything because it's here. So, and I know some people are still thinking it's a hoax. Whatever you think, is we create our reality. And so whatever you see, you've helped create that. Your beliefs help create that. So here's my thought process, is that blaming doesn't empower anybody. It actually strips you of your power. Now, there's plenty of time for justice when they do sort everything out, when everything's said and done, and we get to the bottom of this. If there is any wrongdoing, then taking care of that. But think about it this way. If you were on the Titanic and you had just hit an iceberg, do you want people to go, well, it was the captain's fault, it was this, it was that? Or do you want someone to rescue you? Or the same as if your house was on fire. Do you want the people who are going to put out the fire? Or do you want the people who are going to investigate when your house is burning? Our house, our earth, our people are burning. Things are happening. People are dying. And this is not even the worst part of it. This virus is not the worst part. This fear that we have, that's a global thing, this not trusting, this left versus right, this versus that, it's the government, it's this, it's that company, it's that. All these things, they're worse than any cancer or virus we could have. This hate, this distrust of our fellow human beings, our non-care, our whatever side you're on. This moment, this meditation, this prayer, whatever you want to do, this moment is for us to come together as inhabitants on the same global place. We are all currently living, well, except for the people at the space station, are currently inhabitants on this planet. We do not yet, that we know of, have another place to live. So we need to start getting together. So with that said, didn't mean to get all soapboxy there, but the thing is, with that said, the biggest thing we have is fear. The biggest, scariest thing that we have is fear. If we create our own reality, the only thing that can truly hurt us is fear. Now, I did a subliminal on getting rid of all fear, I think was a title. And I used all because of the fact there are people going, you can't get rid of fear, all fear, because then people are going to stick their head in a fire, or they're going to, not be scared of. Here's the deal. You can be cautious of fire because it hurts when you aren't. You can be cautious of poisonous spiders because it hurts when you aren't. without being afraid. Fear doesn't have to play a part in it. You can consciously choose to not put yourself in situations because it hurts when you put yourself in the situation, versus when you're scared, when you're in fear. We don't make good choices as human beings when we are in fear, when we're afraid of other people. Look at the atrocities that have happened across the globe because we feared the other. Look at what happens when we're afraid. We should be praying or meditating or sending love to the people that we're afraid of. We should be, no matter what your political belief or spiritual belief or any belief, we should be sending love and healing and light and prayers to those people we disagree with. Even if they are the leader of your country or your state or your county, we need to be sending them prayers to do the right thing. We don't want to encourage more fear, more distrust. It's time to start loving one another like we're supposed to do. If you call yourself a Christian, this is a time to start listening to Jesus. If you call yourself spiritual, if you call yourself a Buddhist, there is almost in every spiritual text talking about love, talking about how we are all connected. You can be talking about any religion, and most of the ties to all the religions and all the faiths are our interconnectedness, that we are like Creator, that we are like God, that we are their brothers and sisters, or that we have the power of God or the power of Creator inside of us. It is time to make that useful. It is time to do something worthy of God, Creator, or the universe. It is time to start loving one another. And again, don't mean to get soapboxy, just it's what needs to happen. We're not getting out of our rooms, isolation and that sort of thing, until we can get along. And that doesn't mean you have to think, oh, that person's right. And again, there's time enough to take care of whatever situation caused this situation. But for right now, what we need more than anything is love. What we need is to be meditating. What we need to be doing is healing ourselves first and foremost, because what we are is what we see outside in the world around us. So if we heal ourselves, then we can heal the world. We're just a small droplet of the big ocean. We can do this, guys. We can do whatever's necessary to make this okay. We have the power. We can do this. So before you do the meditation, I have some ideas. Before you do the meditation tomorrow, and I really do hope that you do the meditation tomorrow. Before you do the meditation tomorrow, take a moment or take a few moments. Take some time and start looking at your fears. Looking at, what fears do I have left? Write them down. Release fear. Release hate. Release the things that maybe make you angry. You know, if you have some beef against this senator or that president or whatever the case may be, look at that. Look at where you might see it in you. Look at, you know, where am I like that? And it might not be the same exact thing, but look at that. Take a moment to look at that. Look at all the things that are holding you back. Look at your fears. Look at your traumas. Look at your struggles. Release them. It's a really good time to release that, because the point of this meditation is to raise all of our vibrations. So once you get, there's a theory with, there's this thing called Rife, and it's a machine that has frequencies. And if you go above the frequency of an illness, then you can rid yourself of the illness, is what the premise of a Rife machine is. And if we can rise above the frequency of illness, above hate, above fear, we can cure ourselves, our planet, of the things that are fear-based. You know, we have more than enough for everyone. There is enough for all of us to thrive and survive. So we'll get rid of those fears, work through some of them, release, do what you might do on a full moon releasement. And the full moon is on the 7th, by the way, which is, I believe, Tuesday. So do the things to release. Release the things that no longer serve you, that keep you stuck down low, that keep your energy low. And then take a moment, or more than a few moments, and be thankful. Look at all the things that you can be thankful for. Do you have socks? Do you have a place to sit? Do you have a place to lie down? Do you have a place to isolate? Do you have food? Do you have whatever you have? Do you have people that you're missing? You know, because you have people in your life that you're connected to that you might not be able to see right now, that you might not be able to be in the same room or hug, but you still have them. You still have these people you're connected to. So take as much time as you can before the meditation and really amp yourself up, saying thank you, being grateful, write out what you're grateful for. There's a fellow named Muji on YouTube, and I believe he's Buddhist. I'm not quite sure, but he did a little thing on thank you, and he spent like 7 minutes talking about saying thank you. And I found after watching it that I felt so uplifted. So take that moment and say thank you. Be grateful. Find something to be grateful for. And I hope to see each and every one of you energetically at this meditation. This is something we can do, whether you pray, whether you meditate. You can find a guided meditation. It doesn't matter. I think they're asking for 20 minutes of meditation. You can go longer, you can go shorter. And if you've taken the Reiki video, and if you learned a little bit about Reiki, you also know that time is irrelevant. So if you can't quite make it there at that time for some reason, you can send your energy, your focus to that time using the distance symbol if you're into Reiki. And just whatever you can do. We're just trying to raise the vibration. We're trying to raise above the frequency of fear, above the frequency of illness, above the frequency of disease. Because again, the biggest disease, the biggest thing that's going on right now is the hate, the fear. We're just, in a time that we're going from love, because all fear and hate is just farther from love. There's only really one emotion in this world, and it's love. And we're just either farther or closer to it. It's kind of like there's no like agreed hot and cold. It's just like cold, cold, hot. It's a spectrum, just like love. You're either in love or you're farther away from love. It kind of depends on where you're at. So please take a moment, search through yourself, release what doesn't serve you, and then really amplify those things that do serve you. And may you be well, may you be loved, may you find peace, may we all find peace. So let's just take a moment and just breathe right here, right now. Just inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Again, inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Now, just let your eyes close. And I want you to, like we've done before, scan your body from head to toe or toe to head. And if you feel any tension or stress, I want you, as you exhale, to release. Now, we've done some meditation work on having tubes coming out the bottom of your feet and releasing stuff to the earth. You can use that at this moment. And on your inhale, I want you to bring anything to your body that you need. It can be peace, it can be healing, it can be love. And I just want you, if you are willing, to imagine your crown chakra opening and that the heavens sending this clear, crystal, beautiful white energy down through your crown chakra, down through all your cells, filling you up with love, amplifying love. And again, everything else that's not love, that's no longer serving you, is releasing down through those tubes in your feet with that exhale. Keeping that flow of breath, inhaling and exhaling. Good. Just letting yourself breathe, just keeping that exchange going as long as you need it to go. Good. Just keeping yourself breathing. And feel your cells amplifying that love. Feel your cells amplifying that healing. And if you're really starting to feel the amplification of love and goodness in your cells, I want you to imagine right at the center of your chest, your heart center, I want you to imagine sending that energy you're feeling coming in from the heavens out to everybody else on this planet. Anywhere you can think of. Just sending it out. And as you send this energy out, you feel more energy inside of you. Just letting it flow. Good. And keeping that flowing. So as you're visualizing filling up your cells, sending stuff out through your heart center, the positive, sending it out through your heart center, and releasing what no longer serves you through the tubes in your feet, I want you to take a moment and think about peace. And with me, if you'd like, say, may I know peace. Take that in. And then say, may I know the root of peace. May I know peace. May I know the root of peace. May I know peace. May I know the root of peace. May we know peace. May we know the root of peace. May we know peace. May we know the root of peace. May we know peace. May we know the root of peace. Good. And again, keep that flowing as long as you like. And you can use that mantra on anything. It could be healing. It could be love. Whatever you feel called to. Good. And when you're ready, just open your eyes. Excellent. Well, thank you guys for tuning in today. And I hope energetically to see you guys all at the meditation tomorrow. May you be well. May you know love. May you know peace. Namaste, fellow travelers. Thank you.